them too.
It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. You got biased people, unfair people.
Stephen S. Smith has slammed Tank Davis over rigging allegations, criticizing the controversy surrounding his fight. He called out the judging questioning fairness and suggesting Davis should prove himself in a rematch against Lamont Roach coach.
We can debate the top fighter in the world pound for pound. We can do that. What we cannot do is debate who's the most exciting fighter, who is the biggest box office attraction in boxing. That would happen to be Gervonta Davis. We just gotta accept it. I think that Frank Martin's a talented fighter. He'll make some things happen down the line in the future, but we'll never look at him the same after that destruction. Not to say that we won't respect him, but we'll never look at him the same because he got destroyed by Gervonta Davis. And that's no shame, that's no slouch, but damn, still in all, you get destroyed, you get destroyed. Gervonta Davis is the #1 box office attraction. Who I want to see him against next is Shakur Stevenson. I don't want to see him against Devin Haney because Devin Haney has proven to me that he's not a good punch taker. I want to see Gervonta Davis in the ring with somebody perceived as having enough power to put him on the cage. That's what I want to see.
Bernie gave his thoughts on the fight, stating that Tank Davis was not fighting to defend his title in a way that was expected of a champion. He observed that Lamont Roach fought with far more urgency and heart, while Davis seemed content with just getting through the rounds. Bernie also pointed out that someone with Tank's reputation and ability should not have ended the fight the way he did. Instead, he believes Davis should have made a statement in the ring rather than leaving fans with doubts. Joe Rogan openly criticized the way the rules were applied in the Tank.
Exactly. He's the champion. He got to defend his title. He got to defend his title. Like I said, they both was looking at each other. And then finally, after Tank will be the one to throw the first punch. He felt like he wanted to retain his title. Lamont Roach felt like he was just happy to be there and get the success. He wasn't trying to take the title. He wasn't trying to take the title. And I'm saying that even from the last round, just even the last round, the final 20, 30 seconds of the last round, he wasn't throwing no punches. He looked at him and got caught with a jab. You can't close the show with a guy like that, with a guy like Tank Davis like that. Now, if he'd have had a knockdown or something, like a real knockdown or something, maybe you feel it, but you can't stop until the bell ends. You can't, even if you're being active and slipping and sliding and something, he's just standing there looking at him. Now, I didn't understand that. I don't understand why fighters sit there and look at each other for a long time. Change the angle, keep a rhythm in your waist, snap a jab, do a feint. Ain't no need of you standing there looking at no man for 20 seconds in a fight. That don't make sense. But so I think, like I say, Lamont Roach, he will be kicking himself in the ass that he didn't do more, but grateful that he did enough.
Davis versus Lamont Roach fight, he stated that the rules seemed as if they were written by lawyers rather than by boxing officials, implying that they were designed to favor Davis. At the same time, Rogan expressed his admiration for Lamont Roach's boxing skills, stating that he was genuinely impressed by his performance in the ring. He also made it clear that if the knockdown had been officially counted, Roach would have secured the victory. Many boxers and analysts reacted to the fight's outcome with shock and disappointment.
If the return strike has any other result, the match result stands. That's crazy. So you can get KO'd, you get finished, they give you 2 minutes to come back, and if you could knock that guy out, then it's a draw.
They'll haven't used the rule yet.
So you go knockout for knockout.
Boy, that rule looks like it's written by lawyers, doesn't it? Doesn't that rule look written by lawyers? So find out what's happening, because I think they were going to announce something today about Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis decision on the knockdown. It was a very good fight, though. Lamont Roach is very good. I was really impressed because Tank is nasty. Tank is so fucking powerful. He's so vicious. Like his one-punch power at 135 is like nobody else's in the division. Like the way he starches people is crazy. He gets so much torque and power into his punches, and he's so fast. He covers ground, and his uppercuts, they're just fucking devastating. So like for Lamont Roach, not just to survive, but
do some damage,
to do damage and
put him on the knee,
basically bring it to a draw, which if they do change this because of that knee, it becomes a victory. I think it should be a victory for him, and I think they should do a rematch.
100%.
Everybody saw it. You can't get around what everybody saw. Look, it wasn't a legit knockdown like he hurt Tank. Tank did have some shit in his eyes, but what are you doing putting shit in your hair when you have a world title fight? That's crazy.
And no one wanted to hear about it in the middle of
Even called it one of the most controversial decisions in recent boxing history. Many argued that the referees and judges did not properly apply the rules, stating that this kind of decision tarnishes the credibility of the sport. The debate over whether Davis deserved the draw or if Roach was robbed has continued to gain momentum, with fighters and fans alike expressing frustration over the ruling after the fight. Referee Steve Willis was asked about his decision to rule the match a draw and why he did not count the knee as a knockdown. However, instead of providing an explanation, Willis simply refused to comment.
Gervonta Tank Davis says he took a knee because he got his hair done a few days ago and something dripped into his eyes. Ryan Garcia said that Lamont Roach won that fight. And he continues with, not calling that knockdown is the most wild thing I've ever seen in boxing. That type of stuff makes boxing look bad. And it says, crazy shit, see y'all May 2nd. Terrence Crawford said they robbed that boy and it's crazy. Roach won and that should have been called the knockdown. Let's see what happened. Devin Haney says, I was waiting for the backflip. Even Turkey Al-Ashi had something to say about the fight. He said, if you charge people $80 per pay-per-view, you must give them a good card with good production. What are your thoughts? Then Terrence Crawford continues with, some of y'all need to watch Mayweather versus Hernandez and see Mayweather takes a knee because he hurt his hand and it was called a knockdown, not from a punch either. He says, I've never seen someone take a knee and they don't count it as a knockdown. Must have forgot the rules for tonight. And Shakur Stevenson is willing to fight Lamont Roach. But in your honest thoughts, who do you think should have won this fight? Do you believe with the decision as a draw? Or do you think Lamont Roach should have won that fight?
His silence has only fueled further speculation that there was favoritism involved in the decision-making process. Fans and analysts alike are now questioning whether Davis was given an unfair advantage throughout the fight. Sports analysts Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp reviewed the fight, and both strongly believed that Lamont Roach had done enough to win.
Boom, that lands, and then two jabs after that. And you see a jab on the eye. Tank Davis turns to the referee and kneels. Gentlemen, here in studio, fairly clear that knee touches, that's a knockdown. I don't know how else you can see it. And when people talk about the delay, well, there's a delay. We've seen much worse delays, especially on body shots. Someone takes a body shot, backs up, and it's several seconds, then they take a knee. And people take knees for all sorts of reasons. Sometimes you're under assault, you need a break. It's all a knockdown.
Jimmy, we've seen, if I think of fights in the past where voluntary knees have happened, off of not one single moment or one single punch. You think of Mayweather against Carlos Hernandez, when he lands the punch and turns his back and takes a knee, he gets counted. You think of Miguel Cotto against Antonio Margarito, where it was under duress and he just took that knee. And of course, my compadre right here, Chris Algieri against Ruslan Provodnikov as well. It wasn't a particular shot. You feel something, you feel discomfort, you take a knee. All those times, there's a count, dude. And I'll tell you what, Steve Willis also knew there was a count because he started counting and then stopped.
Yeah, we'll get to it. There's more than one pillar of this defense for Lamont Roach Jr., but the first one's the knockdown.
Yeah, I mean, we have a ton of experts on the panel today. I'm going to speak from fighter standpoint, just like you did, Champ. And you can argue whether that right hand landed clean or if it landed hard or how hard those jabs were. It doesn't matter. Champ, when you mentioned when I took that knee against Ruslan Provodnikov, I actually didn't get hit. I was still recovering from the last knockdown when my orbital was damaged. My eye was damaged. My vision was impaired. I gave ground so I would keep my opponent off me.
They acknowledged that Tank Davis landed some powerful and clean shots, but also noted that Roach responded with equal, if not harder punches. According to them, Roach's resilience and ability to push Davis to his limits should have earned him the victory, rather than a controversial draw.
Let me just put out to you guys 3 rules of what a referee has to follow. First of all, the referee is the sole arbiter, the only person able to determine whether to stop a fight or not, and anything else that happens in a ring. The second is part of his ability to do things when fouls occur. If a boxer fouls or acts in an unsportsmanlike manner during the bout or in between rounds, the referee should admonish or disqualify the offending boxer, depending upon the severity of the offense. And number 3, talks about penalizing and points. While warnings are generally preferred, the severity of a foul can warrant the immediate point deduction without any prior warnings. So now what gives a referee the ability to call what you guys are talking about as a knockdown? I don't know if you guys know, maybe you can tell me. If not, I'll surely tell you. You guys know what the description of a legal knockdown is?
Boxing experts have been analyzing the moment when Tank Davis took a knee during the fight, comparing it to past instances in boxing history, where fighters have voluntarily gone down in previous cases. When a fighter went to one knee without being knocked down by a punch, it was ruled as an official knockdown. This comparison has led to even more discussions about why the referee did not make the same ruling. In Davis's case,
a very, very controversial fight this past Saturday. Gervonta Davis, Lamont Roach, draw, and the knee. But we'll start with just the fight. Who did you have winning? Because I've been saying mixed reviews.
Well, listen, it was a good fight, man. You know what I mean? And Whitcomb came to fight. Lamont came to fight. They know each other. This is what I tell people. It wasn't gonna be no easy fight. You know what I mean? And I was telling everybody that. Now they understand what I'm saying. Them guys knew each other. Plus they spar each other. Matter of fact, they did spar each other back in the day. So they knew each other, man. And amateurs and pro fights is not the same. You know what I mean? He beat him 2 times in the amateur, but this time, Lamont was ready, man. He was ready. He was in shape. He took tank punches. You know what I mean? And they was going back and forth. You know what I mean? And
Jack Rice, a respected referee in the boxing world, also shared his thoughts on the fight. He explained that while referees have discretion in their decisions, they must apply the rules consistently. He also emphasized that referees have a responsibility to enforce rules regarding knockdowns, fouls, and unsportsmanlike conduct. Rice's statement suggests that the way the fight was handled may not have been in line with standard boxing regulations.